So we have a new tournament power season and obviously got a team already pre-built, stuff like that, but we'll have a look at other units we can use here just in case, you're missing a few units here or stuff like that. So if we go in the recommended allies here, we can roughly see, which tags to aim for, stuff like that. So obviously, brand new units like Charlotte, the Trunks and Gohan, and obviously the new Pan will have obviously, the most amount of stats. So if you have them, huge win. If not, you can obviously use a few other units here. So I mean, who am I gonna go? Probably like Saga from the movie is probably gonna be your best bet to do like teams and stuff like that, I would say. So there's another little trick I guess you can quickly do to make it a little bit easier for yourself. So on my filter here, I've just got boost stat characters, only for tournament power. I haven't got anything else selected here. And on this one here, I've got boost stats as well. Now you can do battle score as well, which I guess probably would help out as well. But I guess a bit of both doesn't really matter too much, because when you do this, it pretty much covers both sides depending on the unit. So as you can see here, there's a few other characters we can obviously replace. So for example, if you don't have Charlotte, you could probably bring Ultra Beast Gohan. If not him, God Goku. Who else is probably good? Ultra Gohan. This one maybe could help. Who else would be pretty good? This God Goku, obviously he got recent Zenkai not too long ago, so he's another good pick. So there's definitely a few units you can swap out for. Yeah, I'd say probably at the moment this is probably the best team to use. So we'll hop straight into it. We'll see the best route to go on, stuff like that. I don't know what score we're roughly aiming for. But we'll try and get obviously as high as we can. So starting here is usually the best way to get the route going, but I guess this one doesn't really matter too much because it's pretty much even. So we're going to left to start off with. Now, I recommend on each of these stages to change up your characters like that. So as you can see with the layout bonus, we have upgrade special move down there. So for this, probably put Charlotte like that, I would say, because Charlotte's probably going to do a little more damage. Now this one, you don't really have to select which units to go for, but when we get to the harder stages, that's when you have to sort of aim for which units to attack first, otherwise it's going to be more annoying to take on the fight. So should I easily win this one? Actually, no, I probably should have gone right. I didn't look at that properly. Yeah, if I went right, we would have got better there. Slightly. I think, yeah. I mean, this should still be fine regardless. It's just we might lose slightly more points. Probably should look at first. We'll do this again. That should be fine, I would say. Alright, here we go for here. Yet again, doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm assuming we could have lost doing that. We could have lost maybe a mil points, which overall probably won't be that big of a deal because you don't necessarily have to aim for top 1k to get your rewards. We'll show later on in the video. This is one here, we'll change up a little bit. We're going to bring these guys down here a little bit because it's taking a little bit of damage. We'll do something like this, I'd say. Yeah, I'll be fine with that. That will do there. So yeah, I'll probably miss out on maybe... I mean, we'll see here. It should be at least, if not a mil, maybe 500,000 points. I mean, we probably won't be that much difference, actually. Right, we're going to look at this bit carefully now. So if we go straight, and we go on the right side, yeah, it's probably the best way to go, actually. So this one is a boss fight, so this one we have to be a little bit more careful of. So if we do something like this, should be fine, I'd say. Right, so we'll probably get rid of the tag falls first, yellow Goku there, then the rest is doesn't really matter. If it was Zenkai, it could be a little bit different, but so let's see how many points we get here in this one. I probably should check what points they're aiming for, but like I said, you don't have to aim for top 1k if you don't want to. Like I said, obviously in this one I aim for the highest amount of points possible. So we'll get here, so pretty much we could do something like this, I'm probably going to do. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Now, equipments as well does matter. I've only just chucked on random equipments. that I have from, because the only thing I don't like about Tournament Power is it does require your equipment space on all your equipments. So Tournament Power doesn't have like separate equipment slots or equipment space, if that makes sense. So I just got a few of them upgraded, not all the way to max, just like fairly high. So I think a few of them like Z+, a few of them like Z, as you can see. So it's not too critical. Obviously, the higher you get, the better. But it's not really that impactful. As long as you have the right team builds and stuff like that, and you do the right strategy on taking these fights on, you don't really need the equipments. It just helps out a little bit. Because, like, for example, if I done a run with just auto mode, because you can auto mode this, which I guess you can do, but doing that, the game doesn't select this, for example, doing the switches here. So, for example, as you can see, Gohan and Trunks taking a little bit of damage, not too much, so I'm not too worried there. We can do something like this. But having the characters further back on the list heals them up a little bit more, so that's why I keep changing it up a bit. Because if we did auto, there's a good chance we could lose probably half our team, most likely. So obviously you don't want that because you're losing a lot of points there, so that's why every single stage here I'll change up a little bit in case I have to heal some characters up or get extra damage or stuff like that. So go for middle here, middle slot. I'm probably going to do something like this. Fine with that. Probably Shenron first and the rest doesn't matter. So already we've got 20 mil points, so I'm assuming it's going to be something like last season, which I think last season, I think I got in the top 160k, or 106 in the world or something. No, 126 I think I got. Right, so if we go on the right path, most likely, yeah. So to do this, we'll probably stick to this. Actually, we'll put Pan down here. Yeah, I'd be fine with that, actually. And I've got Vegeta up to max Zenkai as well, which won't really matter too much. Obviously, it'd be better for more stats, but for this, we should be fine regardless. So, like, even if you have him, like, Zenkai level 3, you should be fine. Right, so now we just go up, and then the N1 doesn't really matter who we go for. So, Charlotte's taking a lot of damage here. Well, not a lot, but a little bit. So, we'll now change things up just a little bit. Bring Beast going up the top there. Bring Vegeta down here, because he's getting fairly low. Then, like, that should be fine. So, since this is like a lower difficulty fight here, we should heal up quite a fair bit, I'm assuming. So, let's see. I mean, at least if they heal up at least a quarter of the way to, or nearly the way full. Yeah, pretty close. I'm happy with that. Straight up again. So, this one, we can do a little bit changing here. We can do something like this. Yep, we'll do that. Same thing, doesn't matter who we go for here. The next one, we could just go for Blue Gogeta. We could just make things a bit more interesting. It wouldn't really matter because they're all the same difficulty, so go straight in the middle. So we should get at least over 70 mil, I'm assuming. We'll do probably something like this. Yeah, we'll be fine with that. Right, now this one, obviously, like I said, we're trying to aim for the most annoying ones. So, for this one, probably Ultra Gogeta Blue, the tags are confused, and the rest probably Ultra Gogeta 4. Probably like that, be fine. So, let's see how much that's going to give us. So, if I'm at least in the top 1k after this, I'll be fine with that. Like I said, this is the first full run, so obviously the next run will be a little bit better. So 16 mil there, we should put us fairly high, I would say. So that put us up to 6-7 mil. So if we go current rank, like I said, we probably lose a little bit of points. I mean, it should be fairly close actually. So currently we are ranked 182, which like I said, if I did do the right path at the start, we would have got probably easy in the top 100, I would say, or very close top 100. But for the first run, I'd say it's very good. So we'll go attempt 2 here, just so you guys can see which way to go. Now I do recommend at the start here going on the right side, purely because on the right side you can then go straight up to this one here, which I missed on. And then from here, pretty much the same way I went. So that's the only thing I changed, is right at the start here, go the right path, up here, middle, and then follow the rest. Which I'll zoom out a little bit there so you can see the full way. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys do need help with team builds, if you're struggling with which character to put in or which characters to swap, if you don't have Charlotte or the go on a trunk, stuff like that, leave a comment down below. And if you guys like this video and you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.